Hello, hello, hello. Hi, hi, hi. This is Miss Car, and welcome to Learning Physics. So now we're going to navigate the wave interference simulation. Now, if you don't have the simulation or the application on your mobile devices, just use the online simulation. And to use it, just look for the wave interference for PhET. Just type in here wave interference PhET. Okay, there. So just click the first option and just wait for it to load. Okay, so amo na siyang iyang itsura. Now, if you are using your laptop, in order for you to have the offline browsing, you can just simply download this. This is just for free. And then, if you're not using laptop, of course, magamit kita gid ya sang online simulation. So, for the online simulation, just simply click the play button. And this will lead you to the wave interference simulation. So, just wait nga mag-loading lang siya. So, sometimes, ang kadugayon sa loading is depende man sa internet connection. Okay, so this is now for our wave interference. So, we have here the waves. This is for the interference. So, we have here the slits and we have here the diffraction. So, lantawan-tauna ang waves. So, how can we propagate the wave? So, this is for the water wave. There. Now, so this is the top view sa aton nga water wave. Now, what is the side view? So, amo na siyang side view sa aton nga water wave. Okay? So, this is for the wave man. So, kung amo niya, tag-isa-isa lang niya katulo iya sang water droplet. Pero kung ang ari, gasigi-sigi na siya. There. So, sa water pala ni siya. Okay. Now, for the water waves, kung gusto mo i-adjust ang frequency, you can adjust it sa maximum if you want to. Okay, or if you want to, nga sa minimum mo siya i-adjust. Also, you can have the adjustment for the amplitude. This is for the amplitude. And there. So, kung gusto mo ang graph, makitaan mo. So, here is the graph. Next, let us try to have here the sound wave. For the sound wave, so this is the graph also. So, i-click na lang siya ang green button. And by the way, pwede natin mapamatian ang tone diri sa aton sound wave. Just simply check the box for the play tone. So, mabalaan ta na siya ang changes ng iyang tone if i-change naman, of course, or i-adjust ta si frequency. So, the higher the frequency, nagataas man ni iyang sound or ang pitch, and then ganubo man siya kung nasa minimum. For the amplitude, the higher the amplitude, of course, the louder the tone. Kung nubo ang amplitude, nagkakadula man siya ng iyang tone. Okay. And for the sound waves, pwede siya naton malantaw nga particles lang ang move. Or if you want to look for the both particles and the waves, you can click here the both. Ayan, makitaan magid sila tanan. So, sa top view, okay, so do hindi man sila maglain sa top view. Nga, ato pareho lang ilatsura, miss. It's because this is longitudinal, nagaparallel lang niyang iya nga sound wave. Okay. Nga, amo na nga kung tulukon mo siya do wala galain ang iyang itsura. Mapatop man siya or mapaside. Okay, so there. Next, this is for our light. Now, for the light naman, just simply click here the green button. There. So, ang frequencies ng aton nga light wave is depending on the color nga ari di sa aton nga visible light. Kung red, so it has different frequency and different wavelength. And kung sa yellow, lain man siya. Sa blue, it's different also niya frequency. Naganda siya frequency. Here. And for the violet, mas dasig na gid katama ang frequency. Okay, so diri kita ga-adjust ang frequency ta based sa aton nga visible light. And for the amplitude, of course, nakadepende. So side view naton. Okay, so hindi man siya maglain gihapon. Okay, for the screen. So ang screen ni siya ni ang ma-identify sang colors ng aton nga gina-reflect sa aton nga light wave. Okay. So there. Also, if you want to determine the amount of time traveled by the wave, you can use this timer. Just click play and pause. If you want to restart, click it here. Or if you want to measure, okay, adjustable lang siya. Ang ating nga pulgadira, kung iuli mo siya, ibalik na siya sa babaw. Okay, so for the electric field, okay, so lantawan mo siya. Nagdepende siya kung diin mo ibutang ang imo nga ang areo. Lantawan ta ato ng waves. So this is just for the waves. Now let us have here the interference. For the interference, we have here the interference of water. Okay. Now, if you can remember on our, if you watch our video on our waves nga lesson, so medyo choppy kita dito sa aton nga diffraction and interference. Now, so ipakita ni sa inyo danay ang diffraction. So diri kita kay diffraction makadto ha. Diri. So this is for our slits. Diba kay sa aton example to may slits. So diri kita kay slits. So kung lang tawon we have a single slit here. So for the diffraction of wave, so the narrow the slit, the smaller the slit, the narrow the wave. The wider the wave, meaning the larger the slit. So in this case, so by the wave, diri ta ma-adjust ang aton slit. Kung gusto to siya i-widen or i-narrow. Okay. So, let us have here 0.5 lang a slit, narrow lang a slit. Now, let us take a look on the wave here. So, the moment that the wave will enter this slit, kung lang tawon ta naga-diffract siya, meaning naga-spread siya or naga-scatter ang ating wave. So, amo na siya. Okay. Now, what if i-widen ta? I-widen ta ang aton nga slit. What will happen? The more that you widen the slit, go-widen man ang aton nga wave. If you're going to take a look on it. So, para mas makita ta ang movement sa aton wave, let us increase the frequency. There. Increase nimi sa frequency. Now, that's for the single slit. Now, what if we have a double slit? Double slit ni miss, we have two slits. Okay, so this is where the interference of waves takes place. Ayan. Okay. Now, kung lantawon di siya naton, di ba? Kung small pa lang ang slit, this is for the interference, okay? So, may dari duwa ka diffraction. Now, what will happen to the waves are nagasampawanay sila nga duwa. So, meaning there is an overlapping of waves. So, that's already interference of waves. Nag-interfere na sila nga duwa to each other. Okay? So, there. Now, if i-widen ta siya, let us take a look. Same man sa gyapon, nagawa-widen man ang iyang wave, pero still there is an interference. So, let us check kung what will happen if ang separation ng waves nato or ng slits rather mas magtaas or magdako. So, aw man gihapon, interference kita gihap. But then, ang iya ding interference of wave ang pag-interfere or pag-overlap ng ibang nga waves or sang duwa ka wave, medyo ano na siya, medyo gamay, compare mo siya sa dire. Sorry. Dire. So, mas kitaon gidi ang ilang nga interference. Okay. So, that's for our interference and diffraction of waves. So, by the way, this is for our adjustment. Ariman siya ho. For our frequency and for our amplitude. If you want to change this water wave generator into sound generator, pwede man siya. Or for the light, same man sa gihapon. Okay. So, for the interference, pwede natin interference. Pwede man siya natin ma-change into sound. Well, anyway, if you're going to take a look, halin sa kagina sa waves, sa slits, sa interference, ang ilang adjustment, palariyas man na gyapon if sound waves, same na sa gyapon. If a light wave, ang frequency niya, iyak man ka visible light. And for the water waves, ang man sila gihapon. Wala sila galain-lain. Okay? And for the diffraction of light, this is for the diffraction. So, different naman ni siya sa diffraction of light. Well, anyway, we are going to discuss this diffraction of light na lang na niya as we study about light, the electromagnetic waves. Okay, so kay mechanical waves nang kita dani mo focus. Okay, so here it is. Okay, so this is all for our navigation of the wave interference simulation and also for our interference and diffraction as the behavior of waves. So I hope nga naintindihan lang gid ang difference between the interference and the diffraction. Okay? So again, when we say diffraction, it is the spreading of wave. It is the spreading of wave. While in the interference, it is the overlapping of wave as it passed through the slits. Okay. So thank you so much for watching and I hope that you enjoyed the video. Thank you. Oh, by the way, if you want to restart, just click this one. Okay.